the progress that women have made, of which there is much. We have more women lawyers, we have more women judges, we have much greater respect for women in the legal profession, but we have a long way to go. We have not achieved parity in the profession, we have not achieved equal pay, and we have not achieved the numbers that we should be achieving given how many women are graduating from law school.
We have some exceptional leaders here in Massachusetts that are women, but that's the exception, not the rule. When you look at, the few women that we have both in partnerships across the firms, the few women chief executive officers, 28%, venture capital firms, 7%. I mean, these are statistics that should not be the case for 2017, when women are, more than half the law school graduating class each year that we see in Massachusetts. So I think that the statistics tell a story that women there's an unconscious bias still in our culture, that women are not as capable leaders as men, even though that's not true.
I think the best piece of professional advice that I've received was just say yes and then figure out, get over your nerves about doing that thing later. Don't miss out on opportunities by saying no because you're afraid.
The question of what can be done to keep women from disproportionately leaving the profession is really a hot topic right now. When you look at what drives women to leave the profession, I think it really comes down to issues of compensation and advancement. Because if you look at the statistics are that 19% of the equity partners in law firms are women. So we know that's not because only 19% of the women are really smart, great lawyers. So why are only 19% of women equity partners? I think law firms are also really concerned about this question because law firms want to retain talent.
I have been treated differently because I'm a woman. I found out that a male colleague was being paid significantly more than I was. I felt like someone had taken the floor out from under me and like I was falling. And I never thought something like that would happen to me. And so what I did about it was I tried the indirect route. I gave them all the reasons that my salary should be higher so that I confronted them directly about it. And they did raise my salary. Things didn't go so well for me after that, and I ultimately left the firm. But I'm not sorry that I confronted them directly, and I'm not sorry that I stood up for myself. Sexism and pay disparity is alive and well, and the justifications for it are vast.
People can look at patterns and say something went wrong here, but each day-to-day moment you can't say that was sexism and I now can identify you as someone I need to be careful about. It's men and women. It's not necessarily just sexism,
absolutely.
It's bias. So it is not something that people even realize they're acting on. So I think men and women have equal biases about other attorneys and about themselves.
That's right.
That limit them.
The one thing we've learned is that unconscious bias is real. And I think we've all sort of understood that through the studies that we have now, but men and women are not free of unconscious bias, and it's that default tape that you play in your mind. What I wish I knew when I was a younger lawyer was understanding that everybody makes mistakes and taking those mistakes and turning them into opportunities and learning experiences.
I wish someone had given me the advice when I was a young lawyer to specialize in a particular area of law. I think that would have helped my ability to weave in and out of the profession.
There are some good things for women today that weren't there when I started practicing, and that there are more women in the profession. So there are more women who have advanced and who have blazed trails, who can be mentors and supporters and help women navigate through the firms and what the structures are and how you need to respond to that in order to advance in a law firm.
I had someone I call my marketing mentor at a firm, and he really took the time and the effort to sit down and teach me how to market myself, how to do good business development, how to build good relationships and to continue business development, and how to think critically about the type of business I wanted to attract. It was very empowering, and it is what really made me able to walk out and start my own practice.
Mentors are important regardless of gender or even age, because we all have different skills And I'm not foreclosed from learning from someone younger who is innovative and creative.
Different people have different definitions of success, but whatever your own definition is, whatever works for you, you need to bring people into your circle in order to help you achieve that. And I think that that's probably one of the best pieces of advice that I ever received.